Have you ever wondered why no matter what happens, banks always seem to win, even when the economy crashes? What if I told you the very secrets that made banks unstoppable could transform how you get clients and scale your business starting today? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see why most entrepreneurs are stuck using outdated tactics and how you can break free using the same strategies that built empires and nearly destroyed them. Hey, my name is Ernest. I help ambitious entrepreneurs escape the rat race by building systems that actually work. No fluff, just result. I've been where you are, frustrated, overwhelmed, doubting if it's even possible, but if I can do it, you can too. So you're not alone. Here's what we're gonna dive into today. The surprising origin of banking and what they reveal about solving business problems, how banks make and lose money, and what that means for your client acquisition, the biggest mistakes banks made and how you can avoid them, new alternatives, changing the game, and how you can use these lessons to outpace your competition. Most people think banks were always giant institutions, but their story starts with a problem every entrepreneur faces: chaos and too many options. Back in medieval Italy, merchants were drowning in currencies and risk. Money changers set up benches, banco, to make things simple. That's where banking began, solving a real problem or solving a real painful problem with a practical system. Imagine trying to get paid in 10 different currencies today. It's a nightmare, isn't it? First, bankers made themselves indispensable by removing friction. That's your job for your clients. As I always say, complexity is the enemy of progress, because simplify and you become essential. Or as wise psychologist once hinted, people crave certainty in a chaotic world. People think you need a revolutionary idea to win. In reality, you just need to solve a real problem better than anyone else. So what's the biggest headache your clients face every day? How can you become their banker? Economic historians agree the rise of banking was driven by the pursuit of simplicity and trust. Think of your business as a bridge, yes? Are you making it easier for people to cross, or are you adding tolls and obstacles on the way? Pause for a second and ask yourself, when was the last time you made your client's life easier and not harder? Because are you really solving problems, or are you just adding noise to it? Most entrepreneurs focus on features, not friction. That's why they lose. The best businesses, like the first banks, become invisible. They are just part of how things get done. So how did banks go from humble benches to trillion-dollar powerhouses and almost lose it all? Banks take deposits, lend them out at a higher rates, and pocket the difference. But when they got greedy, chasing quick wins over steady growth, they nearly collapsed the global economy. Before 2008, banks handed out risky loans like a candy. When the music stopped, everyone paid the price. What I have learned from it is that chasing shortcuts is the fastest way to fall behind. Or as famous entrepreneurs once said, risk isn't the enemy, recklessness is. People think risk is always bad. The truth, calculating risk or calculated risk is the engine of progress. Reckless risk is a wrecking ball. So are you building systems that last, or are you gambling on quick wins? After the 2008 crisis, governments spent over $700 billion on bailouts because the system was built on sand, not stone. Think of your business like a bank vault, yes? Is it secure, or are there cracks in the foundation? Because let's get real, when was the last time you reviewed your client's acquisition process for hidden risks? Are you betting your future on hope or on proven systems? Most people ignore small leaks until the whole ship sinks, and on the basis that you're the captain of the ship, yes, of your business, of your journey, you're gonna go down with that ship. The best in the game built for storms, not just sunny days. The old rules are breaking down and new players are rewriting the game. Credit unions, crowdfunding, and microcredit are changing how people access money, focusing on transparency, shared value, and direct relationships. The lesson from it? The future belongs to those who align their interest with their clients. I've seen entrepreneurs double their revenue just by switching from one-size-fits-all offers to true partnerships, just like investment banks, moving to annual fees. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together, but only if you're rowing in the same direction. People think technology replaces relationships. In reality, it amplifies them in a good or in a bad manner. How can you align your success with your clients' outcomes? Peer-to-peer lending grew over 100% in the last decade because people want more control and trust. So think of your business as a team sport. Are you playing solo or are you building a winning squad? Stop for a second. Yes, right now, write down one way you can make your clients win your win today. Are you really on your client's side or just saying what they want to hear? Most businesses talk about value, but few actually deliver it. The best don't just promise results, they guarantee them. So if there is any conclusion, let me just summarize what I said thus far, yes? Today you have learned how banks rose by solving real problems, nearly fell by chasing shortcuts, and how the new wave of alternatives is all about alignment and trust. The same principles apply to your business. Solve real problems, manage risks, and build true relationships. If you apply these lessons, you'll escape the chaos of outdated tactics and build a business that's both scalable and resilient. So if you're ready to build your own bank, a business that actually attracts clients and growth predictability, I would recommend you taking all of those lessons, combining them, actually asking yourself if there is anything you have been doing thus far that is correct, and if there is anything that you have not been doing correct, like for example, if there are any leaks in the processes that you've been making. And remember, success isn't about luck or genius, it's about building the right systems and refusing to quit when it gets hard. So just simply ask yourself, are you really doing everything you can to build the business and life you want, or are you settling for less? Because studies show that businesses with systematic client acquisition grow 47% faster. Don't leave your growth to chance. Build your business like a fortress, strong, adaptable, and always ready for what's next. So take a deep breath. Imagine what your life looks like when you finally break through. Now, let's get there. I've been where you are, yes, frustrated, overwhelmed, doubting if it's even possible when it comes to entrepreneurship. But if I can do it, you can too. So remember, you're not alone. And remember, the best way to predict your future is to build it one smart decision at a time. Now, let's get to work.